look at things, you change. Your investment goals change. The investment environment, the economic environment of the world, the financial environment, all these things change. If you go into your investing philosophy and you set the plans and you never once change them throughout your entire investment timeline, all you're doing is hampering your results.
And one of the concepts that a lot of people want to provide to you is they talk about consistency. And the problem is with consistency, that means not to change. We might quote the great John Maynard Keynes, who happens to be one of the most famous economists. He made some changes in his own investment portfolio many years ago, and somebody said he is no longer consistent. He doesn't know what he's doing because he's changed. And he looked at the person, he says, "When things change, I change. What do you do, sir?" And that's what we have to be prepared for. Individuals today, especially today in this world where there's very low interest rates, I'm seeing some major mistakes take place. One is they're putting too much of their money into a single investment based on an interest payment or a lifetime interest payment without the ability to change in the future. That's kind of saying to yourself, well, I am so smart that I know what's going to happen next week, next year, and 10 years from now. But we know daily, when it comes to your money, things will change. Values will change, interest rates will change, and if you're not prepared to change with that, you could be doing yourself, your family, and of course your children some major harm.
Another way to say that is there's a great value involved in flexibility, being able to be flexible. If you lock yourself in, you're not able to change with the changing environments around you.
And that's one of the great things of hiring someone like Anderson Griggs, who's a value investor. We're consistently doing research to determine where value resides around the globe, not just locally, not just in South Carolina or North Carolina. We look at the entire world over for bargains, and that's where we want to direct your money. Buy low, sell high, be able to change. Change consistently happens, and we want to take advantage of it when it's made available to us.
The concept involved here is rebalancing, and you'll hear a lot about that if you go and talk to someone at your 401k and ask questions. And you can even set up actual plans to where your portfolio, your investments, are rebalanced back to the original model. That means you have 50% in stocks and 30% in bonds and 20% in cash. And at set time frames, you'll automatically rebalance to where you will sell a certain amount here and buy a certain amount here to get it back to that model value. However, if you set that up automatically without looking at the changing environment, you're defeating the purpose.
You are. In fact, it's probably negates the true value of your portfolio. Why do you want to sell something automatically when it's the most appropriate place to keep your money? In fact, when things go down is where you should buy, and of course that's the concept of rebalancing. However, the academics are failing to see the true value is to make money, not to automatically rebalance simply because that's what people think you should do.
Ultimately, we all know, as human beings, we do not like change. However, in something as important as your investments, you're going to have to sit down and realize that change happens, and if you fail to realize that and change yourself, you're only hurting yourself.